And let's give it up for this place for really just letting us come out here and do what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? This is amazing. They let us come out here. They let us do comedy. We're doing comedy. Well, I'm doing comedy. I'm supposed to be doing comedy. She laughed. Y'all ain't laughing. Can I get some laughs for the camera? Can I get some fake laughs on 3? 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? At least it'll be on camera. You know, it'd be a good little clip. We'll put it on TikTok or something like that. But that's what all the stars do.
He's standing on the 3rd floor of a burning house. Should have been enough to leave us down and out, but we fell in love with this black power. This knowledge and nationalism made us feel this land was ours, and just like cowards, they created covert teams. They hid amongst our ranks as they analyzed our methods and sabotaged our dreams. Spread libels and lies by the mouth, but never let their hands show. That is until declassified documents told the truth to COINTELPRO. We can add drugs and gangbanging to our ongoing projects, planning the destruction for profits, under pockets. The black kids will realize this while their parents still search for profits. Man, stop it.
But I was never your savior. I didn't sign up for this gig. I pour my own cup up to the brim. Why does our love feel like sin? Coupled up, until it turned into 3. I was paired with a bigger picture, and you were there still looking at me. Needed you to be my 90 when I was at 10%. When I get home, I need the sage already lit. I wanted love. But alas, I realized I can appreciate your journey without being in it.
For what happens if I left as me but returned as you? Then where would you go? What would you do? Could you put up a fight and claim your life as your own? Or have you been half-ass seated upon your own throne? Who would even know that you weren't you? What extraordinary things do you even do?
People take what I say sometimes the wrong fucking way. That's never my intentions. Just like me mention, I just follow my intuition. Or it could be me releasing some tension. Never mind my cussing, but it's time for a real discussion. Some folks say this is Satan's role, and they might be right.
But you know what? If I was the king of everything, I'd make it a law that if you were 55, if you're in good health and 55 years old, you would have to raise a child. I mean, you would have to take care of them, comb their hair. Every day, pick out what they're going to wear. Make sure they eat, sleep, bathe, adequately entertain. And I say this for 2 reasons. One, because at 55, you done about everything you want to do in life. And the other reason is because you'll be able to give them good advice. At least better than you could when you're 25. See, you know, now, I can tell my son, boy, save your money. Because if you live as old as I am, having it will make life so much better. I can tell him, hey, you need to learn to say no to people. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself moving a distant cousin off the 3rd floor of some apartment complex in 100-degree weather. I can tell him, hey, boy, learn to take care of your teeth. Because it's some of the best things you're going to have. I'm telling you, you got pretty eyes, skin that shine like the sun. But you lose all your pretty points if you smile and your teeth is right up. I can tell him that, hey, always wear good underwear. Always wear clean underwear. Yes. Just in case you're in a car crash or somebody offered you sex. You don't want to get undressed and have on shitty drawers. And never pass up the opportunity to make love to yourself. I'm telling you, that's some of the best sex you're going to ever have. And I can tell you because I know. Prostitutes and hoes are just like hard drugs. Once you start fucking with them,
you can't
tell them it's hard to stop. You make a good play. Fucking with them make it hard to stop. And I can tell you, what else can I tell you? I can tell you to learn to work hard. Learn to work hard because you can earn a lot of money. And with a lot of money comes fame. And with money and fame comes a bunch of big booty bitches. I can tell you this, big booty bitches is always the best. So.
Period.
But seriously, I would tell my son, I just want you to grow up healthy and happy. I want you to know yourself and love yourself. Because people going to love you for who you are. People gonna hate you for who you are. Simply because you who you are. I can say, see son, I've been young like you, but you haven't been old like me. So I know that none of this shit is gonna last. It's all gonna pass. And besides, I love him more than I love my life. And that he can trust me, that I always give him good advice.
Oh, that's the time. Feel like making dreams come true. Oh, baby. In a restaurant, holding hands by candlelight. I just wanna touch you, baby. Wanting you with all my might. Hey, oh, that's the time.
Right, girl. After all, you had the chance. How did that conversation go that we had? A stepping stone. That's what you called it. Well, I'm glad we both know. I'm just a person filling a position, playing a role. Changing directions has never been an issue. I'll be gone so fast you won't need a tissue. And I hope that is true. The one bad thing about this is knowing what it might do to you. Is it true that we learn the most when we are parting our ways? Is it the horizon that really teaches us about the day?
So happily she became my freak, coming faster than Tyreek. That's why she was running back. That being said, I guess her addiction to my sticking was more akin to Debo. Had her pulling up on hoverboards talking about I got my PPP loan and need more, so I gave her a taste.
I don't want to make excuses, I just hope you can love me through it. When you spark a match, my reflexes have me thinking back to fight or flight, and I hate to fight, so now I'm taking flight off the handle. When you press my buttons, I change and channel the anger inside of me and allow my pride to threaten we. And that's dangerous, because one of the best things to ever happen to me is us. So I have a big ask. What we need is trust. If every day I put on my fire hat and boots, please don't make me have to fight the fires in you.
Dog wanna talk my shit. Table the truth can co-sign this. See, I'm elevated, record breaker, innovator, simulator, innovative, in perpetual bit. Now no sis, watch how I talk my shit. I'm an innovator to these emulators. I'm an elevator like an elevator, real demonstrator to these impersonators. Now listen to the sound they bit. See, gnosis, you notice, must notice the dopest, to notice the closest components. Proponents to seeking devotion with lyrical gnosis, they go in and hold it, promote it. Big things coming my way.
Let's get one thing straight. The government doesn't give a fuck about you. And what politicians pray for, we are prey to, and without control, we aren't the predator, so we're the prey too. Political profiteering is proof of pimping impoverished people, building barriers around public buildings, preventing right to assembly, banning books by authors like Orwell to prevent people from waking up. I don't need to read 1984 because I can see the fucking writing on the walls. I'm living it.
Lately, I've been praying. I grew up in church. The church is still in me. Even though I ain't been in a while on purpose, I've been praying. It's the same prayer that Jenny prayed. Once when she was a child in the beginning of her adult life, and what I used to laugh at when I was a child, now in my adult life, I found myself saying, applying it to various situations. Dear God, make me a bird so that I can fly far, far away from here, dear God. Make me a bird so that I can fly far, far away from here. All we really knew is that her daddy was a drunk and she was running through a cornfield. All she knew to do was pray, and my young ass laughed. She was trying to get away. It wasn't nothing funny about that, and I understand it more now that I'm grown. We can admit it now. Forrest Gump wasn't your typical love story. Forrest wanted to love Jenny, only thought she knew what it was, searching for it, going through the motions, when all along was right up under her nose. It might not have been packaged how she imagined it, and Jenny didn't want to fuck it up when she knew that she would. And if you've never seen the movie, I just spoiled it for you. He gets the girl after she exhausted all of her options, and it got me to thinking, he's running. I've been running. a country mile trying to avoid it like the plague, because it's the most exhausting thing that I've experienced in life. This thing called love can oftentimes be confused with lust, and we end up placing it where it doesn't belong. Placing it where it doesn't belong, but what stupid is stupid does. And life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're going to get. And I got a box of half-eaten pieces of chocolate and run over shoes from all this running. I want to love, but I don't know what I'm doing. Jenny didn't know what she was doing. Just what she got into. And Forrest was always there. Despite the trees, the drugs she used, the men she chose, she saw it and it was too late. Got me wondering if I'm too late. If I let Forrest get away. Being a bird. Then again, isn't that what I prayed for? Yeah. Dear God, make me a bird so that I can fly far, far away from here, dear God. Please. Make me a bird so that I can fly far, far away from here. Pray with me, folks. That's that piece.
I'm glad you read it back.
'Cause in my